Hello, I'm Jake.
And I'm Marlin.
AKA Gee. And today we're going to be doing a trailer reaction video. Haven't done one of these since the first trailer for the new Dune movie. I'll try not to get things wrong about the career of an actor who we're not really familiar with this time. The trailer we're reacting to is for The Suicide Squad, the long-awaited follow-up to the less than favorably received Suicide Squad from 2016. I don't know if the in the title means it's going to be much more epic and great, but hopefully. And before we start, just want to say we are not comic book buffs, so we don't know everything about the history of every single character. So we're going to be watching this just as film buffs who had kind of a, didn't think it was great, but still had fun reaction to the first Suicide Squad.
There were some good things in it that I enjoyed, yes.
Will Smith.
Will Smith carried the movie, yes.
And some things that we weren't so hot on, Joker.
Just an unnecessary character written into the plot for no good plot reason.
Anyway, this is a red band trailer, which means it can only be played in front of R-rated movies. Without further ado, let's watch and see what the new entry in the Suicide Squad series looks like.
You're gonna risk the entire mission for a mental defective dressed as a court jester. This is coming from a guy that wears a toilet seat on his head. We don't leave one of our own behind. Hopefully Harley's still alive.
No funny business.
Viola Davis.
These are dangerous people.
DCEU is clear to go.
Fire up. 3, 2.
What are you guys doing?
What? We're here to save you.
You were gonna save me?
It was a really good plan, too.
Well, I can go back inside and you can still do it.
That's patronizing.
I'm so sorry. Harley Quinn.
Blood sport.
You know the deal. Successfully complete the mission, you get 10 years off your sentence.
The fuck?
Times are hard. You fail to follow my orders in any way, and I detonate the explosive device in the base of
So
your
doing
skull.
that.
So this is the famous Suicide Squad. No.
Any questions?
And
Yes, that is your hand. Very good.
we're all gonna die. I hope so. Oh, for fuck's sake. Here's the deal. We failed the mission, you die. If we find out any information you give us is false, you die.
If we find out you have personalized license plates, you die.
What? No.
If you cough without covering your mouth.
Harley, although that isn't an open invitation for you to cough without covering your mouth.
What's the plan? How the hell am I supposed to know? You're the leader. You're supposed to be decisive. And I've decided that you should eat a big bag of dicks. If this whole beach was completely covered in dicks, and somebody said I'd eat every dick until the beach was clean for liberty, I would say no problemo.
Why would someone put penises all over the beach?
Who knows why madmen do what they do?
This is suicide. Well, that's kind of our thing.
Don't you worry, eh? I'm gonna get you out of here alive.
I'm going to get you out of here alive.
Oh my god! We've got a freaking kaiju up in this shit!
We love the rain. It's like angels are splooching all over us.
Big cast.
They got a land shark.
I saw James Gunn tweet. Guess who he said voices the shark?
I have no idea.
Sylvester Stallone.
Okay. That just seems appropriate somehow. I'm not sure why.
I mean, in Guardians of the Galaxy, he had Vin Diesel voice a tree that said nothing but "I am Groot" over and over.
Okay.
So, how does the new Suicide Squad look to you, old man?
Okay, the trailer, they do the trailer pretty well. Kind of makes you want to see what's going to go on. They give you some of the humorous lines, some of the sarcastic things, and so that's interesting. And from the previous Suicide Squad, Harley Quinn, that character was surprising, and the depth that Margot Robbie gave to her, and so she was a good backup character to Will Smith at that time. She was a good part of the first movie. Looks like she's back. I'm thinking Eldris Eba is going to be very good in this too.
Yeah.
And then it's just hard to tell about the rest of them.
The trailer, I thought, looks a little like a generic action movie, but the comedy bits they showed were all fucked, eat a bag of dicks, that kind of stuff. That has James Gunn's type of humor, and it had a bit more to the trailer, like I don't know, extra layer. And I love the music that played throughout this. It didn't make it seem like overdone in trying to be epic, but it does make it seem like it's going to be a big, in terms of scale, type of ride.
And it looks like they gave us a glimpse of what they're up against, is at least initially in one part, the army of the bad guys, which was kind of nice.
Yeah, and Idris Elba, I remember a few years ago they said Will Smith would not be coming back as Deadshot, I believe. And originally they said Idris Elba was going to replace Will Smith as that character. But when it was announced this trailer had come out, and I looked up the film for the first time in a while, said he's not playing Deadshot, he's playing a new character called Bloodsport.
Okay, apologies to the comic people, because Bloodsport and all these different names may be something that there is a strong comic development background that we just don't know about. All I'm saying is Idris Elba looks like he's going to be kind of the lead mean dude in this whole thing. So
yeah, and yeah, Margot Robbie's back, and her Harley Quinn. Like, Harley Quinn's always been a kind of, for me at least, a bit of an annoying character, but she's always had a little bit of depth, and I thought she was fun enough in the first Suicide Squad. And last year, she had her own movie, Birds of Prey, which Harley Quinn's the main character. And I thought Margot Robbie fucking rocked in that movie. Birds of Prey, while not as great as Wonder Woman or Aquaman, in terms of the DC superhero movies, it was very fun. It was like an all-female version of Deadpool, and she carried the whole film. She was funny, badass, and bad, but still likable. And the first bit they showed here in the trailer with her, where she's like, "I can go back inside so you can rescue me." that felt like a Harley Quinn moment.
yeah, it sounds like it's not completely, it's self-aware and is okay to poke fun at the whole thing.
And the guy with the metal helmet on with the bright colored shirt.
Accused of wearing a toilet?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's John Cena. Are you familiar at all with him?
Not by name.
WWE wrestler turned action movie star.
That's familiar, but
Likable.
been a few of those.
Funny enough guy, likable. I thought he was really funny in this. The opening was a little, like, the banter seemed a little cliche in terms of action comedy, but and then again, this is just the trailer, but they really seem to work it, and based on what I saw, looks like the cast has some good chemistry.
And somehow or another, Harley Quinn, in just the few seconds she was on screen here, didn't look as young as she did in Suicide Squad. So she was just a very young person, as I'm remembering.
Well, it has been, at this point, that movie's going to be 5 years old. The other cast, I can notice, yeah, I saw publicity photos of him. Apparently Pete Davidson, he was that guy with the orange Crocs in prison with the toilet paper.
Yeah.
He's another guy, a former SNL cast member.
Perfect.
Not the biggest fan, but it's interesting they got him.
Yeah.
It looked at first like it could be just kind of run-of-the-mill action stuff, but the editing, the music, the comedy makes this look like it could be fun. And you never know. The first one, well, I don't think it was good. I didn't think it was terrible either. Like, it was dumb but enjoyable. This looks like it could be like Birds of Prey, maybe a bit more genuinely well put together and maybe a bit more self-aware. You never know.
Yeah. It was interesting to see, to me, that they brought the Viola
Davis character.
Viola Davis character back, because she was vicious, two-faced, cutthroat.
Very evil bitch, but she fit the Suicide Squad movie well. Doesn't look like the Joker's appearing here, last I checked, which was the most, criticized part. Do you remember that army guy who was not part of the Suicide Squad, but he was there to make sure they got the job?
Yeah.
Who was like the lover of the archaeologist chick who turned into the Enchantress. Doesn't look like the actress who played that character is back, but he's back. Joel Kinnaman, his character's back.
Doing the same thing.
Maybe he's single now, so they don't have to bring the character back. The Captain Boomerang character, you know, the guy who's always drinking beer.
Yeah.
He's back.
Swell.
I was kind of indifferent to him.
Yeah. Well, maybe he's changed his brand of beer and he'll be better.
Anyway, that was enjoyable. James Gunn, he's doing both this and coming up in the next year or two, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. This one for DC, this one for Disney, that one for Disney and Marvel. So he's got a lot going on.
So he writes these things, right?
And directs.
Yeah, and he must like raccoons. So.
Yeah. I don't know what that was here.
Yeah.
Anyway, just I've been looking forward to seeing the first trailer for this movie, because even though they're a bit hit or miss, I do like the and even though I'm not a comic book buff, I do like the DC superhero movies. Sans Batman v Superman, but yeah. So this comes out in theaters August 6th and streams. Hopefully enough people have been vaccinated, they'll be safe to go back by then.
It'd be nice to be able to put it in theaters, so if they think they can make some money. Yeah.
Anyway, hope you liked this. Hope we didn't ramble too much. If you did, leave a like. Maybe check out the other videos on the channel, and if you like those, subscribe.
Later.